Today we're going to make this easy paper cross craft, and to do that we need some supplies. So we are going to need, first of all, some scissors, and then we're going to need some tape. Now this is special painter's tape, but if you have masking tape that will also work. We're going to use white paper to draw on, black paper for our background, and some crayons to color, but feel free to use markers or pencil crayons. Okay, now what we are going to do is grab the background color. So I'm using black for my background. It's almost like we're making a picture frame for our picture. If you don't have black, choose whatever color you have. I'm going to put it long side left to right, short side top to bottom, and I'm going to fold it over left to right. So I'm folding it over, I'm going to push that down, and you're going to see that it creates a little bit of a line. That's going to be our fold line, and we're going to use it as our cut line as well. So we folded, we cut on that line, put that to the side, then grab your white piece of paper. You're going to put the long side left to right, short side top to bottom, and you're going to fold again. We're actually going to do the same thing. So we're going to fold it over, we're going to push down to create that little line there. There's our fold line, and we're going to use that as our cut line. So we're going to cut right along that line. Now once you have cut on that line, we're going to now need to grab our tape. Now I'm using a special painter's tape that happens to be blue, but it comes in a variety of different colors, and I'm going to take that tape and I want to measure from the top of my page to the bottom, just leaving a little bit of space at the top and a little bit at the bottom. I'm just going to rip it off, and I want to just trim off those edges so that they are nice and straight. If you are not using painter's tape and you're using a masking tape, you just want to make sure you get rid of some of that stickiness at the back. So either putting it on your hand and then peeling it off your hands to get rid of the stickiness, or putting it on a table and then taking it off, as long as your family says that's okay, because you don't want it to be too sticky. Then we're going to place that straight piece of tape right in the middle of our page. So you can see it's right in the middle. It has a little space at the top and a little space at the bottom. And just remove that extra tape. We're going to now do the second part of our cross. We're going to go across the other way. So I'm just kind of measuring to make sure that it looks like a cross, and then I want to trim those edges so that they are nice and straight. And this will go over top to create the rest of our cross. Remember, if you're using different tape, you want to get rid of some of that back stickiness of the tape. You don't want it to stick to your page too much. This tape will come off nicely later. And that's what we've created, as a little cross. Now, we have our cross created, and now we are going to do the coloring portion. Now, when you're coloring the background, you can do it any way that you would like. It's completely up to you. I think I am going to just use some curved lines today to create an interesting background. So I'm going to curve off my space that I want to color, just so I know where to color. And then I'm going to neatly color it in. You could curve off more of your space. You could do a straight line, a zigzag line, whatever you would like to create a background. But I think this is what I'm going to go with. And I could do lines all over the place. But here, I think I'll just do one here. And just be creative and have fun with your background. Whatever you choose to do, this is going to be the background. Because when we remove that tape, there's not going to be any coloring on it. So it's okay if you go over top of that tape and get some crayon or marker on it, because it will protect your page. So you just keep going, and you want to fill up the entire background of your white piece of paper. Just a reminder, again, I know I've said it a couple times, but if you are using a masking tape, you want to make sure that you have somehow reduced that stickiness on the background of that masking tape, because you don't want it to peel off your page when you're done. And you do not want to use a clear tape, because that is very sticky and it is going to wreck your page. So just be careful on what you are choosing to do. And all you're going to do is keep coloring and coloring and coloring until your entire background is completely covered in a variety of different colors. You could do this in patterns if you would like. Like I said, it is up to you. You get to be creative and have fun with your design and make it whatever you would like. But once you're happy with it and it is all done, there, it's completely filled in, you carefully remove the tape. So I'm just going to carefully peel nice and slowly. You don't want to go too quickly. You don't want to rip your page. And when you peel, you will notice that the white space remains from where the tape was. So you've created that white space so that when you're done, you're going to end up with a cross in the middle of your page. There we go. Ta-da! Our cross. Now remember that black piece of paper? We are going to use that to glue our piece of paper on top of our black page so it creates that little picture frame look. If you didn't use black, that's okay. Use whatever color that you did have. You're going to put glue on the back of your page, turn it over, and just push that down nice and firmly so that it will stick. And there you have it. And I'm just going to show you another idea. Here's a different cross that I created with just straight lines going across and across and across. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.